Hello my dear friends, how are you all? I hope you all are good and fantastic. So my dear friends, you are very welcome in our lecture number 3, quadratic equation. What? Yes, quadratic equation. So my dear friends, I hope you will enjoy this lecture. Okay, so without wasting the time, let's start. Yes, so my dear friends, today we are going to find the solution of a quadratic equation by completing the square. By completing the square. Okay, so there is a method to solve the quadratic equation by this completing the square. Okay, so my dear friends, as you know what is quadratic equation, so the quadratic equation are those equation which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Okay, so now in this method we have to find the roots of the quadratic equation by the completing the square method. Okay, by the completing the square method. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation, so there are two roots. Okay, so this quadratic equation has two roots. It has two roots. So my dear friends, completing the square method, completing the square method, completing the square method is one of the method to find the roots of the given quadratic equation. Roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay my dear friends, so in this method we have to convert the given equation into perfect square, so we can evaluate the roots of the quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula. Okay my dear friends, so now let's see the method. What is the method? So for completing the square method, for completing the square method, for completing the square method, okay, so there are some steps in this method. So what are these steps? Okay, so my dear friends, suppose we have a equation ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, so the step number 1 is, write the equation is in the form such that c is on the right side. Step 1 is write the equation ax square plus bx is in the form such that c is on the right side, means c is like here. Okay my dear friends, I hope you get this point. Now the step second is, if a is not equal to 1, if a is not equals to 1, divide the complete equation by a such that the coefficient of x square will be 1. If let's suppose we have an equation like this, ax square plus bx is equals to minus c, we have to divide a. So we get what? X square plus b upon ax is equals to minus c by a. Okay my dear friends, I hope you get this point. Now step number third is, now in this step, okay, in this step we have to add the square of half of the coefficient of x, means first of all What is coefficient of x? Coefficient of x is, we have in this equation, x is b upon a. Okay, b upon a. And what is half of the coefficient of x? So we can write it as half of the coefficient of x is equals to b upon 2a. Okay, b upon 2a. Now the square of this term, we have to add both the side. Okay, we have to add both the side, means in LHS as well as in RHS also. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you get this point. Okay, now this is x square plus b upon x plus b upon twice of a whole square is equals to, this is minus c upon a plus b upon twice of a whole square. Okay, now after this, in step number 4, we have to use the factorization. We have to factorize the left side of the equation as the square of the binomial term. Okay, so in step number 4, factorize the left side of the equation as the square of the binomial term. Okay, now step number 5. Now take the square root on both the sides. Take the square root on both the side. On what? Both the side, and solve the variable x and find the roots. Okay, so these steps can be implemented as, now we are implementing these steps as, okay, so we have what is the remaining part? This is our remaining part, x square plus ba upon x plus ba upon twice of a whole square plus ba upon x plus b upon twice of a whole square. Okay, which is equals to minus c upon a plus b upon 2a whole square. Okay, so now this will become x plus b upon 2a whole square, because this is a formula of a plus b whole square. Okay, if we expand this, then we get this term. Okay, now we have a is x and b is b upon 2a, and this is minus c upon a plus this is b square upon 4a square. Okay, b square upon 4a square. Now if we take the LCM, we get 4a square, and here is minus 4ac plus b square. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you get this point. So finally this equation is x plus b upon 2a whole square, which is equals to b square minus 4ac divided by 4a. Okay, now take the square root on both the side. Now we are taking the square root on both the side. We get what? X plus b upon 2a, which is equals to plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by twice of a. Okay, my dear friends. So this is our roots. This is our what? This is our roots. Okay. So now in this case, the most important condition is that b square minus 4ac should always, yes, should always greater than and equals to 0. Okay, should always greater than and equals to 0. If this is less than 0, then the negative of under root is imaginary part, will become imaginary part, so the roots are not exist. Okay, I hope you get this point. So now let's come on the some example. Yes, so the question number 1 is find the roots of the following quadratic equation if they exist by the method of completing the square. By the method of what? Completing the method, completing the square method. Okay, my dear friends. So now we have equation 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equals to 0. So this is in the standard form, but we have to convert the coefficient of x square 1. Okay, we have to make the coefficient of x square as 1. So first of all, divide above equation by 2. Okay, so then it will become x square minus 7 upon 2x plus 3 upon 2 is equals to 0. Now shift the constant part to the RHS, means this will become x square minus 7 upon 2x is equals to minus 3 upon 2. Okay, now add both the side with the square of the half of the coefficient of x. Okay, so then it will become x square minus 7 upon 2x. Okay, x square minus 7 upon 2x plus 7 upon 4 whole square. This is the square of the half of the coefficient of x, and similarly we have to add on the RHS also. So this will become plus 7 upon 4 whole square. Okay, my dear friends. Now if we observe, this is what? This is the formula like a minus b whole square. And what is a? X. And what is b? 7 upon 4. So this will become x minus 7 upon 4 whole square. X minus 7 upon 4 whole square. And this will become 49 upon 16 minus 3 upon 2. I hope, my dear friends, you understand these things. Okay, now so the further steps is, yes, the next step is this will become x minus 7 upon 4 whole square is equals to, if we solve it, take the LCM as a 16. Okay, take the LCM as a 16, and this will become 49 minus, okay, 8 into 3 is 24. This will become 25 upon 16. So we have x minus 7 upon 4 whole square, and we can write it as 5 upon 4 whole square, because 25 can be written as 5 square and 16 can be written as 4 square. Okay, yes. Now take the under root both the side. Now take the under root both the side. So we get x minus 7 upon 4 is equals to 5 upon 4. Okay, this is plus minus 5 upon 4. If we remove the under root sign, we get plus minus 5 upon 4. Okay, my dear friends. Now in this case, first let's take the positive sign. X minus 7 upon 4 is equals to 5 upon 4. We get x is equals to 5 upon 4 plus 7 upon 4. We get what? We get 4 is the LCM. 5 plus 7 is 12. Okay, and if you solve it, we get 3. So from the first case, we get x is equals to 3. Okay, my dear friends, x is equals to what? 3. Now if we take minus 5 upon 4, so we get x minus 7 upon 4 is equals to minus 5 upon 4. So we get x is equals to minus 5 upon 4 plus 7 upon 4. If we solve it, we get 2 upon 4. From this we get 1 upon 2. So we have x is equals to 1 upon 2. So my dear friends, there are two roots, 3 and 1 upon 2. So these are the answer of this question. So I hope, my dear friends, you understand this method completely. Okay, so now let's move on and solve the next question. So we have 2x square plus x minus 4 is equals to 0. Now in this step, first step is we have to divide 2 from both these from this equation. So we get x square plus x upon 2 minus 2 is equals to 0. And we have to shift this constant part to the RHS. So we get x square plus x upon 2 is equals to 2. Is equals to what? Yes, is equals to 2. Now again, in this step, we have to add x square plus x upon 2 by plus 1 upon 4 whole square. By the, we have to add in this equation by the half of the square of the half of the coefficient of x. Okay, and in this also 1 upon 4 whole square. Okay, so we get x plus 1 upon 4 whole square, which is equals to 2 plus 1 upon 16. Okay, so now we get x plus 1 upon 4 whole square, which is equals to, if we take this LCM 16, so we get 32 plus 1, which is equals to 33 upon 16. Now take the under root. X plus 1 upon 4 whole square is equals to 33 upon 16. Now take the under root. So we get x plus 1 upon 4 is equals to plus minus root 33 divided by 4. Root 33 divided by 4. Okay. Now first take the positive part. So we get x plus 1 upon 4 is equals to what? Under root 33 divided by 4. Okay, my dear friend. So from this we get x is equals to under root 33 divided by 4 minus 1 upon 4, because this 1 upon 4 when it is come to the RHS side, then this will negative. Okay, so we get x is equals to 4 in the denominator, and in the numerator is root 33 minus 1. Root 33 minus 1. Okay, my dear friends. Now if we take the negative part, x plus 1 upon 4 is equals to minus root 33 divided by 4. Then we get x is equals to minus root 33 divided by 4 minus 1 upon 4. So we get 4, and here is minus root 33 minus 1. Okay, so we have two roots. What are? X is equals to root 33 minus 1 upon 4 and minus root 33 minus 1 upon 4. So these are the two roots. these are the answers of our question. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you get this point. Okay, so the next question is 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 is equals to 0. Okay, so first of all, we have to divide above equation by 4, because to make the coefficient of x square 1, so we get x square plus root 3x plus 3 upon 4 is equals to 0. Okay, my dear friends, now shift this term to the RHS, so we get x square plus root 3x is equals to minus 3 upon 4. Okay, now we have to add both the side by square of the half of the coefficient of x, so root 3 upon 2 square. Okay, so now this will become x square plus root 3x plus root 3 upon 2 whole square. Okay, and is equals to minus 3 upon 4 plus root 3 upon 2 whole square. Okay, my dear friends, so if we solve this question, so we get x plus root 3 upon 2 whole square. Okay, this is equals to minus 3 upon 4 plus 3 upon 4. Okay, and this will be cancelled, so we get x plus root 3 upon 2 whole square is equals to 0. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you get this point. So now let's move on. So we have x plus root 3 upon 2 whole square is equals to 0. So we can do it as like x plus root 3 upon 2 into x plus root 3 upon 2 is equals to 0. So it will become x plus root 3 upon 2. So for finding the root sum, we are putting this equals to 0 and x plus root 3 upon 2 is equals to 0. So from this we get x is equals to minus root 3 upon 2. And here is also x is equals to minus root 3 upon 2. So we have two roots which are equal, minus root 3 upon 2 and minus root 3 upon 2. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you understand these question. So now, my dear friends, let's move on to the next question. So the next question is 2x square plus x plus 4 is equals to 0. We have 2x square plus x plus 4 is equals to 0. Now in this case also we have to divide 2. Okay, we have to divide by 2. So this will become x square plus x upon 2 plus 2 is equals to 0. Now x square plus x upon 2 is equals to minus 2. Okay, x square plus x upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 whole square is equals to minus 2 plus 1 upon 4 whole square. Okay, so now this will become x plus 1 upon 4 whole square, and this will minus 2 plus 1 upon 16. So if we take 16 LCM, so we get minus 32 plus 1, which is equals to minus 31 upon 16. What is minus 31 upon 16? Now we have x plus 1 upon 4 whole square is equals to under root minus 31 upon 16. Okay, because we are taking under root both the side. Okay, so as we know the square root of the of negative number is not real. Okay, so therefore there is no real roots. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you get this point. Okay, so now let's move on. Yes, question number second is the sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's age in years is 3 years ago and 5 years ago from now is 1 upon 3, and we have to find his present age. Okay, we have to find what? His present age. First of all, let us say, first of all we have to make the quadratic equation, okay, according to this question. Okay, so let us say present age of Rahman is x years, okay, and 3 years ago Rahman's age was x minus 3 years. Okay, I hope you get this point. And 5 years after, 5 years after his age will be x plus 5 years. Okay, my dear friends, now according to question, the sum of the reciprocal of Rahman's age in 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 upon 3. So it will become 1 upon x minus 3 plus 1 upon x plus 5 is equals to 1 upon 3. Okay, now let's take the LCM. So this will become x minus 3 x plus 5. Okay, and if you solve it, this will give x plus 5 plus x minus 3, which is equals to 1 upon 3, which is equals to what? 1 upon 3. So now this will become 2x plus 2 upon x minus 3 x plus 5 is equals to 1 upon 3. Okay, my dear friends? Yes. So now, okay, yes, so after cross multiplying, here we get 3 into 2x plus 2. Here you can see. Okay, here you can see if we do the cross multiply, so this 3 is going to be multiplied with 2x plus 2. Okay, and this term will goes to multiply with 1. So here we get 3 into 2x plus 2 is equals to here is, this is what? Here you can see x minus 3 into x plus 5. Got it? X minus 3 into x plus 5. I hope you understand these things. Now open the bracket. So here if we multiply 3 into the bracket, here we get 6x plus, okay, 3 into 2 is what? Again 6. This is equals to, now here, now we have to multiply x with this whole bracket and minus 3 with this whole bracket. So here we get x into x plus 5. Okay, and this is minus 3 into x plus 5. So this is equals to 6x plus 6 is equals to, if you multiply into the bracket, here is 3 is what? 3 is with the minus sign. So minus 3x. Here this will become minus 15. Okay. So now x square. Now we are shifting this term to the RHS. So we get x square plus 5x minus 3x minus 15. Here is this will become minus 3x minus 6. This is equals to 0. Now here you can see that this plus 5x and this minus 3x we get, yes, we get 2x, and 2x minus 6x we get minus 4x. We get what? Minus 4x. So here x square, here this will become minus 4x, and minus 15 and minus 16 we get minus 21. This is equals to 0. Okay, now this is what, this is the quadratic equation, so we can solve it by completing the square method. Okay, so how we can solve it? Here you can see the coefficient of x square is 1. Okay, now here x square minus 4x, we have to shift this 21, this minus 21 to the RHS. So here we get this is equals to 21. Okay, and here we have to add, okay, here we have to add in the both side by what? By the coefficient of x. Okay, half of the coefficient of x, and we have to do the square of it. Okay, so coefficient of x is what? 4, and we have to add the half of the coefficient of x. It means this is 4 divided by 2, and we have to square it. Similarly, we have to do same here. Okay, so here we get plus 4 upon 2 whole square. So we get x square minus 4x plus this will become 2 square. Okay, and this is equals to 21 plus similarly 2 square. Okay, I hope you understand these things. Now after solving this, here we get, now you can see x square, this is become x square minus 4x plus 2 square. This will become the formula like, here you can see, we know that here is a square plus b square minus 2ab. We can write this is equals to a minus b whole square. Okay, now in this case a is what? A is x and b is 2. So we can write it as x minus 2 whole square, and this is equals to, here is 21 plus this will become 2 square is what? This is 4. This is 4. Okay, so x minus, here is x minus 2 whole square is equals to, this will become 25. Now take under root both the side. So here we get x minus 2 is equals to, the under root of 25 is what? Yes, this will become plus minus 5. What is? Yes, plus minus 5. Now take both the value. It means first of all now we are taking positive value. So here we get x minus 2 is equals to 5. After solving this, yeah, this will become x is equals to 5 plus 2. So this will become x is equals to 7. X is equals to 7. Now let's take x minus 2 is equals to minus 5. Got it? So this will become like x is equals to minus 5. If we shift here, if we shift minus 2 here, we get plus 2. So this will become x is equals to minus 3. So we have the two values, x is equals to 7 and x is equals to minus 3. And we know that the age is not be negative. Okay, so we can neglect this value. Okay, and we have x is equals to 7. We have what? X is equals to 7. Okay, and x is what? X is, here you can say that, here we can say x is, yes, present age of Rahman. So therefore we can write here as, therefore present age of Rahman. Okay, Rahman's what? 7 years. What is? Yeah, 7 years. So this is the answer of this question. I hope my dear friend you understand these things. Yes, so now let's move on. Yes, so the next question here is, in a class test, the sum of Shefali's marks in mathematics, okay, and English is 30. Okay. Okay. Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, so the product of their marks would have been 210. Okay, and find her marks in the 2 subjects. Okay, now let's suppose, let the marks of Shefali in maths. Let's suppose this is X. So the marks of Shefali in English is, the marks of Shefali in English. Here we know that, here you can see the sum of Shefali's marks in maths and English is 30. So if maths the marks is X, then in English this will be, here is 30 minus X. What is? Yes, 30 minus X. Now according to the question, here you can see she got 2 marks more in mathematics. It means X plus 2. Okay. And 3 marks less in English. It means this will become 30 minus X minus 3. Okay. And the product of their marks would have been 210. It means this is equals to 210. Okay. Now if you solve this, this will become X plus 2 into, here 30 minus 3 is what? 27. So this will become 27 minus X is equals to 210. Okay. Now let's solve this. So if we open this, we get, if we have to multiply X with 27 minus X, and we have to multiply 2 with 27 minus X. So here we get X into 27 minus X. Okay. And this is plus 2 into 27 minus X. This is equals to 210. Okay. So here this will become 27x minus x square plus, if we multiply 2 into 27, here we get 54. Okay. And this will become minus 2x is equals to 210. Okay. So here is minus x square, here 27x and minus 2x. So these are the like terms. So this will become plus 25x. Okay. Plus 54. Now here is, you can see here is, we have to shift 210 to the LHS. So we get minus 210. This is equals to 0. So this is minus x square plus 25x. Here this will become, if we solve this, so this will become minus 156. This is equals to 0. Now we have to, we have to make the coefficient of x is positive. So this will become x square minus 25x plus 156 is equals to 0. So this is what, this is the quadratic equation. Okay. Now let's move on. So what is the equation? So our equation is x square minus 25x plus 156 is equals to 0. So now my dear friends, we have to find the roots of this equation by the complete square method. Okay. So what is the method? So this is x square minus 25x. We have to shift it to the LHS. So we get to the RHS. So we get minus 156. Okay. So now it will become x square minus 25x plus 25 upon 2 whole square, which is equals to minus 156 plus 25 upon 2 whole square. Okay, my dear friends. So this equation will become x minus 25 upon 2 whole square, because here is the sign of negative. So that's why here is also the sign of negative, which is equals to minus 156 plus 625 divided by 4. And if we solve it, we get 4. If we multiply 156 into 4, this will give minus 624 minus 624 plus 625. So this will give x minus 25 upon 2 whole square is equals to 1 upon 4. Now we have to take under root both the sides. So we get x minus 25 upon 2 is equals to plus minus 1 upon 2. Plus minus 1 upon 2. Okay, my dear friends. Now take the positive part first. So we get x is equals to 1 upon 2 plus 25 upon 2. So this will give 26 upon 2. Okay. And if we take x minus 25 upon 2 is equals to minus 1 upon 2, then we have x is equals to minus 1 upon 2 plus 25 upon 2. So we get x is equals to 12. Okay, my dear friends. So we have x is equals to 13 and x is equals to 12. Okay, so if the marks in mathematics, if the marks in maths are 12, if the marks in maths are 12, then marks in English will be what? 30 minus 12, which is equals to 18. Okay, my dear friends. And if the marks in maths are 13, then marks in English will be 30 minus 13, which is equals to 17, which is equals to what? 17. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you understand these type of question, how to deal with these question. Okay, my dear friends, so in this lecture we learned the complete square methods and the steps of complete square methods. Okay, so this is very important methods to find the roots of the quadratic equation, which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Okay, so my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. So this is enough for today, and we will meet in the next lecture with the next topic. So thank you very much guys for listening me, and take care and goodbye.